Warning! This episode contains foul language, violence including murder, and the use of substances that may be illegal in some areas. Viewer discretion is advised.
We pick up exactly where we left off last week, with Chase and Louise discovering the body of their roommate, Juliet. Well, that body is reaped before their very eyes and Juliet's remains are gathered into an urn as usual. It happens so suddenly Chase is left bawling. However, a blood stain still remains, which is not at all normal. Everyone who was awake when Juliet's body was still on the floor is very afraid. Chase sets her sights on cleaning all of the messiness to distract her from the fact that one of their roommates was murdered in cold blood right here in their very dormitory, and it could only be another one of them. Louise tries to get over her loss and focused on her school project. She knows she doesn't have time to deal with grief because she's already on academic probation. Chase moves on to gardening to keep herself busy. All of these plants seem new to her, they'll be great to gift to Anya for her garden. Once the harvestables are all harvested, Chase hops in the giant telescope to observe the sky. Corey may have thrown a wrench in the works of my plans when she decided she wanted to finish college, but her dedication to robotics and programming is really making up for that. Maybe instead of being a party girl socialite, she'll go into a completely different direction.
Aga.
Well, you can take the cat out of the bag, but you can't make Corey straight-edged. I just give her access, I don't make her do them. I do make Louise take Adderall when her ADHD is acting up though. She's prescribed, Corey is not. She is just a party.
Mushka.
The spirit squad is having a thing in the quad again. Oh, who's that approaching? Could that be the police? Are they here to help figure out who murdered Juliet? Wait. Are they? No, they can't be. They're just joining in on the spirit squad hangout situation. Seriously? That looks totally safe, dancing with a pistol out. What kind of cops are these? Incompetent ones, I say. Corey was writing her paper and partaking of some left-handed cigarettes when Juliet's body was found, so she was completely unaffected by the murder. This means she uses the Spirit Squad meeting as a place to pick up Sims as she always does. Looks like a good time for a dance party. Oh, it's that Liam guy from the bar the other night. He doesn't look too happy with Corey flirting with Caleb, does he? Corey tries to reassure him. It doesn't look like it went very well. I thought Chase was the cringe one. Now they're physically fighting, what the hell? Well, there goes another spurned lover. Maybe she should be more discreet about her flirtations with new people. Here's our first potential lover. Just a little innocent chit-chat and then, hey, let's meet upstairs in a dark corner. Nothing sus about it.
Doba Harfin.
Vadish.
Niborf. Susul.
Mumazarba. Pushar Prabaradawi. Bafana Dalopa.
Club takedown. Granoy bars. Help the pinar.
The privacy thing sure does seem to do the trick. It doesn't even take much in the way of privacy at that.
Kushushi wasabi. Zombie. Sanguinario?
This guy is totally one of her roommates. I don't know if this is going to make things awkward or not, but time will tell. I'm not quite sure who the third sim was. But there's another achievement knocked off of the list. Is she really fighting with that same guy again? Or is this another guy who has a similar style and is also flirtatious with her? Oh, why is she fighting with Sims? I need her to be a lover and not a fighter, but here she is messing up my plans again. Well, at least she won this round.
Welcome to Anya's Adornments. Here we sell the finest custom gemstones and jewelry for the discerning Sims of SimNation. Anya's Adornments is located in the Newcrest district. You can even order custom jewelry made to order from Anya Arv herself. Come on down.
The next day.
Corey stumbled into bed sometime after 1 a.m. but Chase was up and at her paper at 5 a.m. She's not on academic probation, but her grades weren't that great either. If Corey is going to graduate, we may as well make sure Chase does too. Speaking of academic probation, Louise is also up early, and oh boy, that looks like trouble for Corey. She is supposed to be working on her project, instead she's doing this. I don't know how long the yarn bomb would have lasted because someone defaced the statue. It was probably those University of Brightechester dorks.
Babane. Vobi Ipsa Bibdo. Gaba Pomerequas. Confuibo. Rekalulu Saquinario. Chinuri. Snubara. Dubna Timfi. Watanini Choff. Viva Desu. Stebu Plebo. Shamagra.
Alexa, flip a coin.
Corey has become gloomy. It was only a matter of time, with all of this grieving, really.
So, here's the plan. We are going to interview everybody and figure out who committed this murder. What do y'all think? I don't think it'll be hard. The cops are incompetent. So, what do y'all think?
Corey, how are we going to interview everyone? What if we get too close and the killer gets us? This is a fire plan, but I don't want to end up dead like Juliet. What would Grandma think if we ended up dead before the end of college? Remember, Corey, the cops are useless.
Scandalous. This is an insane plan, sis. I hope you know what you're doing so we don't end up on the next news report. Someone needs to figure out what happened.
Leave it to Corey to try to play off rejection with a joke. I told you that the guy Miguel brought home this morning would be an issue for Corey. Despite that snafu, Corey needs to get to know Miguel a bit to try and figure out if he's the killer or knows anything about the killer. So after that awkwardness, she gets down to business and asks him about himself and about the other Sims in the building. He was awake and around when Juliet's body was found, after all. I don't think she really learns anything from him. He was running around scared just like Chase and Louise were. That's really creepy, right? As the watcher, I really wouldn't mind if she had children with this sim. He's got amazing cheekbones and a pretty nice physique. Too bad he's hot then he's cold. Looks like Louise and Chase are checking in with Corey on what they've all learned about their roommates. Not sure if out in the open is the best place for this, but it's probably also not the best place to be hacking into mainframes, and here we are.
Breaking news.
Good evening, Sim Nation. Tragedy has struck at Foxbury Institute in the Brightechester district. A Sim, whose name has not been released yet, has been murdered. Jeanette Gozet is on location at the Foxbury Institute campus. Jeanette?
Thank you, Dolores. This morning, I arrived at the towers located on Foxbury Institution after hearing reports of a homicide on campus. Police have already left the scene, no arrests have been made. I found a resident of the building to interview. Miss Arv, can you tell us anything? What did you see?
Yes, I can. I came down the stairs and saw the body of one of our roommates, sprawled on the floor with blood everywhere. I just froze up from the shock.
You must have been so frightened.
Oh, believe me, I was.
Do you have any suspicions about who did it?
No, I just can't fathom that we live with someone who could do something like this, you know?
Well, Sim Nation, that's the story as we have it now. One student dead in the dorms of Foxbury Institution. No suspects even on the radar. This is your on-the-scene reporter, Jeanette Gozet. Back to you in the studio, Dolores.
Thank you, Jeanette. Our producers have reached out to organize more interviews with residents and the local police. We hope this was an isolated event and the perpetrator gets captured soon. Sim Nation, we'll keep you updated as we learn more about the murder at Foxbury Institute. Until next time, this has been Sim Nation News.
Bondi.
Alexa, flip a coin.
Look, I don't know what that Sim was thinking coming up to Louise like that, but I'm certainly glad that Louise isn't stuck with the paranoid trait.
Fadish. Dag.
You know, when girls are this nice to Sims that were just mean to Sims that they love, there's about to be some drama. This looks pretty tame though, like Chase really was being nice to Vivienne. That's weird. Why would she be nice to someone who was mean to Louise? Well, we'll just have to find out next week. As always, thank you so much for watching.
Please don't forget about our free Patreon for all the behind-the-scenes stuff. The Our Family Journal at patreon.com.
Dag dag.